I'm about to send this on our chat, Andy. See you.
I swear I heard this nigga ability on here where he can get out of cuts faster. Why don't I see this?
You want a route technician?
Yeah, I put that in wide receiver apprentice so he can have hot routes. Cause this nigga's not an X-Factor, and I'm very confused.
Alright, let me see if the shit set up right. See, nah, it's how not. What the fuck? Y'all in this hole? Why is this shit? I'm about to go to the fucking thing, man. I'll control the select, I'm tripping. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna just pick up play that's low key bad. I shouldn't have picked that. It's high key bad. I should not have picked this.
I'm on Clubhouse right now.
Niggas on Clubhouse. Yeah, you niggas are fucking fools, bro. Alright. You on this whole Andy? True.
You coming out the bunch tight end or?
I'm probably gonna do something that's. I want to do something that's easier to read coverage because bunch tight end is kind of difficult because it's a compressed set.
Yeah, it's compressed.
Yeah, so I might just do. I mean, trips tight end is pretty simple.
Yeah, trips
yeah, or
just
do double. Yeah, fuck it.
Bro, you know I just went undefeated on Mutt.
For real?
Super Bowl. Yeah, but it was a veteran league. They had brought me back down. I didn't have any abilities on my players when I was playing at first, but I finally put them on.
Can't do the mud scene, man. Are you on this hoe? Okay. So San Francisco's on defense. I'm gonna go to. Shit, I don't know what niggas run. I just know 3-3-5 wide. That hoe's not even on here, so I'm gonna just come out of nickel normal. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Temple. I'm gonna say audibles. Temple 2 is already on here. Cover 4 quarters. Yeah, cover 2 man can stay. So these are the ones I'm gonna flip through. The basic coverages of the game that niggas run. Come on this. And I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna just go 4 verticals for now.
Dude, hey, if you're still on the audibles for 49ers, you cover 3, stock cover 3 if you can.
What?
Press.
It was cut. I'll just do buzz match. Wait, do they have? They have cover 3 hard flat, sky press. Matches not. Yeah, all of them are fucking press. I mean, I got cover 3 hard flat, but and cover 3 clouds a little. Yeah, cover 3 clouds a little tricky. I don't even want to hit that up right now. So it might have to be the sky press. It might have to be this one. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna just come out and cover 3. I mean, cover 3 sky press is this. This is cover 3 sky press. What I'm looking at right now. If you look at the defense, the corners are pressed onto the receivers on the outside. This is the play art. This is the play art for this. I'm in vertical, so I should be able to throw a pass through this, and I'll show you where the vulnerable points are from cover 3. You see this? Is it updated? Either triangle or Yeah, either triangle or X. So I'm literally gonna throw to one of those. I look, you want to see? Can I motion him out to stand up? Cause I hate fucking throwing this hole like that. Okay, that's better. But yeah, all I gotta do is see which one of them hoes drop. Oh, that's a pig. I put Richard Sherman in this hole. Why'd I do that? Oh my god. That nigga Richard Sherman, bro. He got deep out, doesn't he?
But and
Richard.
you can see that like those cover three is one of the worst defenses when it comes down to like verticals. Like if you notice when niggas will like run 5 out in the league and the nigga comes out in cover three, that's basically a touchdown. Because
yeah, it's touchdown defense, bro.
Yeah, the outside corners are playing the outside. They have the middle safety, but those two seams, like the seams on the left, the seams on the right, that middle safety can't get there in time. And if you're able to get over the top of one of those outside safe corners, it's gonna be tough for you to go there. So what I would say, if a nigga ever comes out in 5 out, don't run cover three.
Never. If it's any empty set, bro, just pick cover 4 or some shit like that. Cause that's not green. I need to respot the ball because this nigga Richard Sherman is a fucking demon inside the 30. Fucking deep out, fucking elite and all that other shit. Okay, so same fucking thing, cover 3. Triangles open, easy fucking throw. Let y'all see that real quick. Yeah, wait. All you gotta do is wait till he passes the person that's hovered over him, because the hook curl from the linebacker, this nigga right here, Greenlaw, is not gonna be able to cover this whole spot. Like it can't cover this area because he only goes 10 yards.
Exactly. Like those purple zones, their job isn't to cover that full route. Their job is to guard that, is like to play that seam. But once it goes past a certain amount of yards, they're not guarding. They're not guarding that route like at all.
Yeah,
now, you can
basically.
change it in zone in your zone drops. You can change that, which I'm not sure we'll get to. But like in the base defense, verticals, like once it gets past 10 yards and you don't see that defender guarding that route, it should be Green's throw as long as you pass it away from the defender.
Yeah. Well, I got Aaron Rodgers, we got Gunslinger, but that shouldn't make a difference. That pass is going to be open 9.5 out of 10 times, like literally. Because all this person right here that I'm hovering over, Williams, is going to do is going to bump. All he does is bump number 13 off the line right here once he gets close to him, and just tries to pass him to one of these safety or the corner to stop the shit. Basically, that's all that nigga does. Because his priority is curl flat. Anything that comes into this space outside the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Like if you put X on an in route, I think he plays that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a smart route and in route. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I guess this is number. Yeah, the one. Yeah, this is number 5.
Mm-hmm.
That house still open. Even though, regardless, shit ain't changed nothing.
This nigga can't throw under fucking pressure.
Granted, I did that hoe with a smart route and in route. That was an accident, but still, yeah, like that hoe's gonna be open regardless. Even if you put him on the in route, that shit's still open.
But see, the purple route, like that guy, that curl flat, he came down immediately because he has to guard him.
Yeah, he has to stay honest. It's basically keeping him honest.
Yeah, you got to stay honest on him. And Kobe, show him real quick, if you base a line, what happens if the safety is away from one of the vertical routes? Because if you saw how there's like 2 vertical routes on the triangle and X receiver, like when we say, you know what baseline means or no? Yeah, baseline is. So baseline is just how the formation looks on the play art, right? So you see how the safety's on the left near the triangle. So like what niggas like to do, like this is like a smart technique if you're running cover 3. like that X route, if it's on the street, you see how the safety is on the left side. He's not gonna get there in time to play that route if you throw it correctly. Now this is like I won't say it's
Unless
like
you
a pro
man the
tip,
nigga,
but it's
right?
like once you start understanding cover three and what his safety is, if he's trying to disguise it, if you know where that safety is, you can throw quickly to the side that he's not on and see if it works. I'm not sure if it'll work here, but
I'm about to try it. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it to
close.
Tunyon. I'm gonna throw it to Tunyon on this one, on his streak. Fuck, I gotta put him on streak actually. That nigga was on some bullshit. Cause the safety that's over there is gonna go down to the flat. He has to, and I can still throw this. It's supposed to be. If I don't lowball that, it's a fucking catch. So, shit. Let me actually fucking just do this whole again. Baseline. Put Tunyon on the streak. But he's not gonna be if I don't lowball that with a bad
He's
pass.
there, but he could pass lead it. Looks now, Kobe's gonna pass lead it to the right.
Yeah, like I'm not even passing now. I'm just throwing it. He's getting open, and that's Fred Warner. That's that's one of the best linebackers in the game. Like, if we talking about just rando linebackers, that nigga's not gonna, because his abilities let him do shit like that. I forgot what abilities he has. I think it's mid KO or some shit. But I'm gonna pass lead this hoe to the right because that throw was literally open. Like that hoe was literally open. That's with Fred Warner, which is one of the best coverage linebackers in the game, with mid zone KO, which he reacts to his zones faster than regular linebackers, and Richard Sherman, who's on the outside, who has the same abilities. And I still threw that in that little pocket right there. Like it's nothing they can do about that shit. Unless you're using that, there's nothing you can do. I'm literally gonna keep pass leading this to the far right.
The one thing about cover three that I will say, it's probably the hardest coverage to low key pass against, just because when they use their routes, they can take up a lot of like the weaknesses in cover three really depend on how the player plays. Like if his user isn't good. So like if they play hard flats, then you know they can't throw to the flat, and they guard in the middle of the field and you can't really throw there. But you just got to be careful when you're going against cover three, because cover three is the safest defense to run basically for most defense.
On this game, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got the vertical seams that get open. You also have crossing routes that get open.
Yeah, let me go to that. Let me go to something like that.
The flat routes are always going to be open if they don't play a hard flat. Like
maybe because I'm going. I got fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be open. It's gonna be there. You can throw that. That's a safe throw to make. But I'm gonna show. Wait, we going over crossers? It's not open on. It shouldn't be open on hard flats.
Most people don't run like what cover flats. You need man, or you can run cover three. But then most of the time, most of the people go to deep.
Yeah,
Or unless you run cover two, but then again, you gotta like the corner gotta play like not the 5 yards, but the initial 10, between the 10 and 15 yard mark, because the slant is like a direction, like a 90-degree cut, so it's not really gonna.
I'm gonna go back to doubles, and I went to cover two hard flats, so you can see how a hard flat plays. Fucking not even a deep route, like just see how you gotta see how the fucking the DBs play the shit, like how them niggas move, because that's the main thing, is how they react to certain route combinations. So these niggas are in hard flat, so anything 5 and low and under, y'all routes they're gonna sit on. I'm in, what fucking play is this? Fucking quick slants. So Aaron Jones and Tunyon are not really gonna be fucking open. Like, they're not gonna be open. I'm gonna throw to one of them. I'm not even gonna throw one of the slants. I'm gonna throw to the tight end or the running back. Not open, so fucking pick. Yeah, it's hard flats. I threw that right to that. It's gonna be picked every time because that's his responsibility. Yeah, he's gonna stay 5 yards and under. So if I throw it right over there, it's gonna be a pick. It should be a pick. Now Madden is Madden, so take that with a grain of fucking salt. Nigga, go around throw that. If I throw that hoe right when it snaps, it's different.
Thing is, if you're lucky enough for it not to be a pick, you should already know that that's just not a good read.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't know if you be watching our streams, bro, but sometimes niggas know when shit's supposed to be picked. That's a pick. You hear niggas say that all the time. That's a pick.
You can see, like, if you basically are about to throw to the flat, you should just be looking to see where the nearest defender is. Because, like, once you throw the ball in the air, the ball is basically up for grabs with your receiver, and the defensive back. So it can go there. But that's hard flags. What are you going to show him again?
I wanted to do, I mean, I don't know, because when I was playing him today, I was just running crossers, literally. I literally didn't do anything else. I just ran a crossing route the whole time. Because you can't really... What's up? With a pass lead, that shit don't stop shit, bro. Look, I'm about to show you right now.
Cover three. You can eat someone alive across the crossing.
Yeah, like that and route tech is like deadly.
You can play man. The thing is,
man,
honestly,
better just hope that you
just gotta get your user right. Once you get your user good, like your ability to use your stuff, you'll be fine. Because your main goal, like when you're playing defense, right? I'm gonna say it's like how I run defense. Basically, your user should take away anything in the middle of the field off the rip. Everything else, if you're playing zone, should take away the underneath and anything over top and some things to the side. So you have them in a box so that if they can't throw to the flat, they got to go look upfield. They can't go deep, and they got to look for something short in the middle of the field. And that's your job as your user to take that away. So, I mean, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. That shit takes some time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that shit's not simple.
You can get it, but it low-key comes down to just knowing when a route is gonna break off to a certain place, like just knowing a certain formation.
Like I'm about to throw this crossers, bro, in front of a deep blue, a outside quarter, and a curl flat. I'm gonna throw this hoe. I'm not throwing anything else.
What coverage is this?
This is cover 3. This is cover 3.
Okay, man.
Cover 3 with a curl flat. You see where that curl flat is lined up to where it's supposed to be. I can literally still throw this route.
Wait, show me your play art. Show me your play art. The offense.
Yeah. See, so the way I make this possible is I put the tight end on the streak, so it's influencing the inside third to drop back because if he doesn't, or the outside third to drop back because if he doesn't, I have a streak wide open. So I'm pushing that zone back to open up this crossing route to throw over this fucking purple. If I pass lead this right to the fucking sideline, this is gonna be a completion. Literally a completion. Does not matter. And I threw that shit early because I was getting pressure. It literally ain't gonna matter. I don't give a fuck what niggas say unless you use it at home or drop your zone drops to 20 yards, whatever the fuck. It's just open.
And the thing is too, Kobe, put the running back on a flat line.
Yeah.
Watch the purple zone. That purple zone that was still high up, that purple zone is gonna come down even more because they have to play that in between.
It's something he's being influenced, bro.
They can't just sit back unless you put your zone drops to a certain yards. They're gonna have to play that. So like once he throws that cross route, it's gonna be even more open. Like these are the concepts that we're talking about. Like when I tell you plays in the like formations in the game, they're all in the game. Like you can find this player, you can just create it yourself. And
it's a concept. That's what this is called. This is a concept.
So look, he got hit on that play, obviously.
Yeah, I got pressure.
You saw that. He basically came to the sideline to make sure that if the ball goes to the running back, he's there to make a play. But while he's doing that, he creates that crossing route, right? Yeah. So now this is the thing too. This is why I say like Madden's like a chess game, is because Kobe, you made that pass already, or are you about to look at it?
I'm about to do it right now.
All right, man, go ahead.
You should see that right now. It's just wide open. Like this shit's open.
Yeah. So now it's wide open. So he's got all day to do that. So what's gonna happen now? What niggas are gonna say is like, damn, how the hell is this nigga keep getting this crossing route, right? So what people are gonna do now, they're gonna go and user that, right? You're gonna say to yourself, let me go user that route. Let me take away the crossing route, right? So that's why I said it's a chess game now, because it's not that I have your user leaving where it's supposed to go, the middle of the field. Now all I have to do, I can go ahead and motion out a slant route
And put it right. I'm about to do that right now. I know where you're going with this. I'm about to do this right now.
Exactly. So that's like
what I'm about to do is, let's say Fred Warner's the user, right? I'm gonna put Fred Warner on Tavon Austin. I manned him up to mimic a user trying to take a route away. He's manned up. Why did they do that? Oh, fuck! I set this shit up all the way over again. I hate these niggas. Basically, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna man up Fred Warner onto this route and typically mimic a user that he's just gonna follow that route wherever he goes. Then this shit is so crazy that since I've thrown that route so many times, I got you accustomed to following that hoe that you're not gonna follow anything fucking else. Why does the game do this? I didn't even snap the ball. I didn't even press X. Like, what the fuck? Alright, now I gotta do this shit all over again. I'm gonna streak fucking Tunyon, and I'm gonna put Aaron Jones in the out. Alright? Now, let me man this nigga up again. Man up, Tavon Austin. What I'm about to do is, I'm literally gonna put Marquez Valdez on the slant route and throw this up. Because you followed this crosser. I'm just gonna throw it. There's nothing you can do about it. I can make it harder on you and motion them over, but I'm not even gonna do that. I don't have to do that. That's just me trying to make shit look cool. I can just motion this hoe, and this is wide open. It's literally wide open without the motion. I didn't even motion slant. Like, I didn't even motion it. It's wide open.
Exactly. So then think about it. If the user sees that and bites down on that, you still got this crossing route that's gonna get open. That route's still gonna be open. And if I was a motion slant and bring them to the other side, I'm still gonna have two routes that you gotta pick. You gotta pick one. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pick one. But that's like, that just comes down to just like, once you start beating someone's coverage a lot, and they feel like, oh man, I have to go user this, bring the user out of the way, and then boom, go ahead and attack something else.
Like, now I'm finna motion slant this
honestly,
up.
in HOH, literally, like, once, like, niggas run the formation, their defensive formation that they like the most, like, off rip. They're gonna, like, the first defensive play, they're gonna go with the play that they're most comfortable in.
Yeah, and then a lot of niggas, and I'm gonna be honest, bro, a lot of niggas HOH, bro, niggas not quick adjusting like that, bro. Niggas don't know how to fucking do that shit. Yeah, like you said, that's a first down. That's a first every time. I can throw that shit 10 out of 10 times. You literally can't stop that.
And then you still have that running back route. Like, you still got that route. So if he plays hard flats, he can't play hard flats, because if he plays hard flats, he's giving up the deep crosser. And let's just say he's playing cloud flats, playing people high up, like more deeper.
Bro,
you're gonna give up that table route to running back.
To a superstar,
so you gotta pick and choose. That's when it just comes down to reading and understanding what
this game is sick.
Like, if it's hard, show him the hard flat.
Alright, I'll put it in hard flat. I'm gonna put it in hard flat. I'm not even gonna man up the crosser, because we already know that that's what that does. But this play is gonna, this crosser is gonna be wide open. It's gonna be wide open. It's gonna be even more open. Look at all that fucking space, and that's on Richard Sherman, bro. This is a fucking touchdown. Like, this ain't, if I got a 95 speed receiver, nigga, that's a touchdown. Like, that ain't shit. That's a crib shot. Now, a cloud flat is kind of different. It can influence me to not want to throw this, but it can't. It's not going. I know the game, bro. I'm not about to. That shit ain't gonna fucking phase me to not throw that hoe.
Just show how to cloud flat interact with it.
Yeah, I'm about to show it right now. I put them in cloud flats now. It'll play like a high low. It'll play in between both routes, kinda. But it's still beatable. If I have time, I don't know why the fuck this shit ain't got no, like, I hate fucking running plays on this hoe. I don't have time. Still open.
You could put your D-line in the spy.
Yeah, I need to do that shit because that shit's pissing me off. Like, god damn it. I'm about to do that right now.
And you still can throw that table route because he's not committing fully to that he's just there to bait you, not to bait you, but to just be ready to make a play. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, so I got these hoes, what's her name, spied, so I shouldn't be getting no pressure. I'm going to set up the offense. I should have it set up. No, I don't. Put that in on a swing route or an out route. I can't put them on the table because I don't have high route master, but it's the same thing. I can throw this hoe every fucking time. That's on Richard Sherman. If I pass lead that down into the right, that's a fucking catch. I'm gonna have to do that though, so you can see it. Spotty. I hate having the spotties in here. This shit is lame. I don't know why these niggas just rush so crazy in practice mode. No. Alright. Is that set up right? Yeah, it is. This is set up right? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna pass lead this down to the right. Catch.
Yeah, make sure when you're throwing the ball, you're throwing it away from the defender too.
Yeah, right. I'm pass. What I'm doing?
That matters.
Yeah, pass lead is the most important thing when playing quarterback, nigga. Some throws you can make, they may be risky. You can make them though.
Yeah. And low balls are good when you like, especially when they're playing man. When they're playing man and you like, well, it really depends on how you're like. You really got to think about the angle. Like, you won't low. Like, if a guy's running a slant, right, and like, for example, are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. So if the ball's going left on the slant, like this is going left on the slant, and the guy's behind him, you really can't lowball that because the ball would reach the defender before it reaches your receiver first. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. So in that situation, you can't lowball that. But if it's like a in route or out route coming towards you, you can definitely lowball it because he's the first person to make a play on it. But it's like it comes down to, I don't know. Niggas don't really realize that shit and they'll say like, oh, the game is broken, but like it's really just common sense. Like
it's not broken. Like niggas just
yeah. Like there's times when niggas throw the ball, but like just basic physics or basic like when you throw that ball, the first person to make a play because of its velocity is gonna be the defender because of how you threw it. Like, you just can't throw that. That's why sometimes when niggas throw like a streak or a post and they bullet pass it, like that
picked.
ball is right. It's right next to the defender. Like you can get that, but if you lob it and give it time, who knows? The receiver can get to it.
You know, that's another thing is
on the QB,
yeah.
QB buddy and like
throwing streaks and shit like that. They seem open in theory, but if the defender is behind the receiver, if you bullet pass that the trajectory of the ball, he can intercept it because it's so low. You throw it, you float it, you got a higher probability of catching it to throw it over him. Now, like I said, Madden's Madden, but take that with a grain of salt. Like,
it's your QB too. That shit matters as well. Like if your QB's not like that great, then you're gonna have trouble accuracy wise, just off rip. Like,
actually, I'm about to do that. I'm gonna come out in gun empty trio, whatever. I'm gonna throw a streak. And I'm gonna have him in man now. Nickel.
Go to bunch time. I wanna show him something out of that. I wanna show him like the formations and like how to like just beat every coverage out of that. Because niggas already know the play. They might as well just figure out how I know like what coverage niggas are in.
Okay, now I done spot everybody on this field that's not manned up with somebody. No, this is just man. I'm running verticals. I done spot everybody that's not on a fucking streak. I'm gonna put everybody on streaks. Everybody's on streak. Literally, every single person. I'm probably gonna throw it to Aaron Jones though or Devontae Adams so I can get a one-on-one. Nah, Devontae Adams gonna cook that nigga. Yeah, he cooked him. Bullet pass that. That's a bullet pass. I threw it to Aaron Jones. It's a bullet pass. It's incomplete. Right?
Yeah, we're about to see it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not open. That's never open. Niggas think because he got the first step on him, he's gonna get that pass off, he's gonna catch it. Bro, no, that's just not gonna be open ever. Unless the DB, like, Devontae Adams on the left, I'm pretty sure will probably cook his defender.
Yeah, I could torture him.
Better because he's just a better receiver. But just because a receiver gets like that first step and you think it's open, doesn't necessarily mean
I'm gonna show you how I can make this open. It is all about you just pressing the button a different way and not holding it. If you lob it, that's open. Dead ass. That's all you gotta do. If you don't bullet pass it, if you don't fat finger the button and hold it down too long, it's open. I did the same throw. I just pressed it differently and it's open. If I bullet pass that, it's gonna be incomplete. Yeah, you got more time to run under the ball. But I'm gonna go into gun trips. Oh, not gun trips. Bunch tight end. I got that. That playbook's gonna know what I use. I just don't use it. Yeah. Yep. I know exactly what this one is.
So bro, literally, this is the play I ran the entire year. This play, this formation honestly is probably I'm not gonna lie, it's probably, well, it's better online, but like this formation is probably one of the best because it's just simple. You ain't gotta do too much. It's just simple reads. Like, but at this point, niggas know what to do.
What defense are going? Just random? Random nickel?
Just do nickel. Yeah, come out of nickel and just have cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and then cover 2. Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna just set up like that. I'm gonna come out and tap it 2. Let me spot these fucking. Do I need to spot? I can't spot them because I need to be able to throw shit. So you slant this outside receiver in the bunch.
Outside left receiver.
Yeah, outside Lazard. Yeah, man. I think this is literally it. I don't think you do anything else. Yeah.
So I slant the outside receiver. So I already know he's in cover 2. Do you know how I know he's in cover 2? Bro, yeah, the 2 safeties are back there, right? But the 2 outside corners are outside to the right. They're not. They're outside. The 2 outside corners are.
They're at 5 yards.
Like they're not even. Yeah, they're 5 yards back, and they're not even near the. What's the word? They're not low key. They're not close to the receivers.
They're not compressed enough. Yeah, they're spread out.
Yeah, they're not compressed. Yeah, they're spread out like for the formation. So I know it's cover 2. So I know cover 2. To beat cover 2 is simply I can put a streak down the field, or I can go to the flat route. But primarily it's the streak, the corner route, or the flat. So what I do, Kobe, I put the outside left receiver on it out. The flat, yeah. Matter of fact. No, the flat can be open.
You said put the outside left receiver on that. You said put the outside left receiver on that out.
Nah. Put the outside receiver back on the slant. I'm gonna show him something. So you see how like, but look at the slant route and look at the flat. That flat route, that corner who plays the flat.
Yeah.
Well, you see Sherman, right? You see Sherman. Sherman's playing the flat. He's playing that outside receiver. So if I put a slant route here and I have that running back who's also on the
swing,
Kobe, make a read on. Yeah, Kobe, just make a read on this play.
Bet. I'm about to run it. I'm on the nigga, so he's gonna stay there, but I can still throw it. Hold on, let me run it back. I'm fucking hovering on Sherman, so he didn't even fucking move. And this is probably one of the best zone corners on the fucking game. Like, when it comes to running zone coverages, he's probably the best one to do this with. Because he's going to influence a lot of shit. There you go. I could have threw the swing route, but I don't want to throw that. I'd rather
he can low ball it right there. Because it gets right before the slant route gets in right before those linebackers get there.
Literally, before they can even react to it, I'm throwing. If I throw it regular, it's probably gonna get either broken up or worse. But like I said, I got Gunslinger on Aaron Rodgers, so it's kind of different. You can kind of like not do that. But it's the same thing on the other side though. It's the same thing. Like it's the Devontae Adams is on the flat route, so he's gonna influence the corner on the left side enough for me to throw the corner route over his head. Just enough, not a lot.
It's low key. It's low key too shallow. It's scary to throw, but what I do, like for instance, before you throw it, put Lazard on an out route, and then put Adams on the street.
This should be better. It should be easier. Yeah.
And then just let the play run, and then just look at what gets open on cover 2. Yeah. So we already know the streak route, the corner. The read would be the square route. Would be the square route. Or you could put him on a flat, but they're gonna have to make a decision. Now, let's say because I've been throwing to the flat all game, they're tired of me throwing to the flat. Hey, bro, like I'm not having to throw to the flat no more. So now, whoever I'm playing against plays hard flats, right?
Yep. I shaded underneath. Hold on, let me shift the play and just do this.
Triangle's gonna be open, but I mean, of course, these type of routes, you just gotta make sure you read it correctly and then throw it accurately.
Yeah, timing is everything. Like timing is everything.
Timing.
So
I can't throw it too early and I can't throw it too late.
That's a catch, bro. I don't know why the fuck he didn't catch it, but like the nigga's wide open. Nigga did not catch that up. That was wide open.
So now, yeah, he just missed that. But you see now that corner route's gonna get open off of it. So now they can't run cover 2. Now they got to do something else. But this formation, this play, it just makes it hard on the defense to figure out what they want to do. It's just simple shit to read.
I think you can still throw that corner route. I can still throw this corner route over a cloud. I'm pretty sure I can. If I do this, what I'm gonna do is I'm a smart route the corner. I'm smarter route than the corner to go to 10 yards, so it's a little deeper. It's not as shallow. I think I can still throw this with a pass lead up. Yeah, that's a catch. That's literally a catch. I can still throw that up. If you pass lead that straight up, you can still catch that.
Yeah.
But that's in-depth shit. That's when you know the game. Like nigga, you know the game. You know how zone coverages work. But like you said, it's pretty much X-Spot without even me doing any smart routes or anything like that. It's pretty much fucking.
You just know. Once you figure out what the coverage is, you can do other shit. Like once I know, like for instance, if they know they're in cover 2 and they know that corner route is coming, right? They're primarily gonna go over there to go user it. Now I can go put my tight end on the in route. I can throw it to him. I can do other shit. Like the whole goal is to make you worry about a certain route in the play, and then go ahead and do something different.
So what I'm about to do, since like Sivo just said, I'm about to literally man up the linebacker to the corner route, and I'm not even gonna change what fucking Robert Tonyan's even running. I'm gonna keep it on that little post or the little corner post.
Yeah, that's actually very good.
It's green. Like it's still gonna be open. If I have some fucking time, like god damn, I should have spied them niggas. Jesus. 3 seconds later, niggas is on my ass. Fuck. Bro, man gotta fix this practice mode, dog. I hate that shit. Come on, bro. Why the fuck? All I gotta do is wait, bro. Let me spot these niggas, man. Let me not even play with these niggas. Snap. Fred Warner follows it, wide open. Then there's that.
Boom, right there. Just gets open. But that's against cover 2. So you basically just know where cover 2 gets open. That middle's gonna get open. The corner will get open. So if you find a corner route that gets kind of deep, you already know the concept to beat that cover 2 route. So you could put, all right, let me put this streak right here. Let me put this flat route to bait him to see what he wants to run. So let's say he goes with the corner route, you got the flat route to go with. And then boom, you got like 5 yards to go upfield from there. So it's really not trying to what I was focused on last year in Madden 20 was trying to bomb everybody every single play, but you can't do that. You can do that, but like in this game, you throw out a sack. If you try that shit and you throw it deep and you get sacked, you're gonna throw a pick and it's gonna be over. So that's that on that. But that's cover 2. We went through cover 3. You can go through cover 4 to show them how. I don't really have a cover 4 beater in this play. It's really just whatever gets open. Yeah, cover 4. Actually, go. Do you have gun white trips? You have white trips on there?
I got trips tied in. Trayvon flex. I got those 2. Let me see. Let's go through.
You know the post route that gets open all the time?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I got that hole. I don't think I got it. Yeah, I do. PA post shot. I got it. Gun wide trips at HB week. PA post shot. I'm nickel. Is it cover? It's just cover 4. I think only cover 4 I got in this hole is quarters in nickel normal. I got palms, but palms is fucking weird. Them niggas play shit weird.
Go to dime. Go to quarter. Actually, go to dollar or go to dollar.
325. I got 326. 326. Yeah.
Nah. Go to.
Yeah.
I think I might be. No, I'm not behind.
You know, I got dollar 326.
Quarters, or you can do dollar.
Yeah, I got dollar.
Use that.
Drop 4 contain. All right, man. I'm about to let me spy these niggas so I don't fucking get rushed to fucking death.
Like I said about cover 4, Andy, cover 4 sounds like it covers everything. It's good. It's not bad at all, but it doesn't cover everything as deep as everybody thinks it does. Like you're gonna see that this. You've probably seen it before, but this post route's gonna get over the top.
I'm not even adjusting anything. I'm not making nobody's routes go deeper or nothing. I'm just snapping this and throwing it. Like it's gonna get over him. Look at that nigga. Nigga, that shit crazy.
Like he beats cover 4 because the niggas on that right side, they don't go.
Yeah, the safeties don't have anything influencing them anymore.
Yeah. Now if you play cover 4 palms or cover 4 some type of other cover 4, they'll match with it.
Yeah, matching means that it's gonna man up to it. Like it's not even gonna think about anything else. It's gonna say, "Oh shit, this shit is impeding my zone." Regardless of whatever, I'm not trying to give up a touchdown, so I'm just gonna man up to this. I'm not gonna guard anything else. Exactly. So cover 4 palms really the move, kinda. I don't run that shit, but that shit be fucking working for other niggas.
And when it comes to cover 4, I don't really know. Cover 4 is like, I don't know what really beats it inside. I forgot. But I don't get open because there's not a lot of people playing the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's only if you look at the play art, it's only one person in the middle or 2.
Yeah, so you really should be able to throw on cover 4. Yeah. You still got R1 who gets open too, like.
Yeah, because the zone drops aren't even high enough to stop that.
Yeah. Andy, you got any questions or?
Okay, so what I'm about to do is go over. I don't know how to really explain a lot of concepts, but I can show them. I'm about to just go over concepts of stuff, fucking QB 101, shit that you should not do, and that's not possible. Like you shouldn't be like. It's just like I would advise against shit. Like because when I watch you play, I be watching some of your games, and a lot of stuff that I see, like it can easily be fixed. I'm just gonna come out on Tampa 2 regular. And I'm literally gonna come out and just any play. I'm not even gonna keep the same routes on the fucking play. I'm gonna change them. A lot of time when I see you play, bro, like let's say you have this right here, you'll put the receiver on the right on a drag, right? And then for some reason, like the nigga on the left, the far left, you put on the out, like, and now these niggas is in the same spot. Or they already on the out before because of what the play was set up as. Yeah.
Okay, I know what you mean.
See, so like instead of putting it, see now this is fine having this if this nigga's already on the out, that's cool. But since this nigga on the far right is on a drag, they're being the zone is being occupied and guarded by one nigga, and they're in the same spot. So to combat that, what you can do is you can put him on an in route and smart route it. Now it's a levels concept. There's 3 different levels of this play. There's an in, which is at 10 yards. The corner route's about at 15 to 20. The out route's at 5. That's levels concept.
Don't snap it. Don't snap it yet.
No, I'm just looking.
But like, okay, so we're looking at it now. You see how the drag is coming. Let's smart route the square route real quick. Smart route.
Okay.
So he's like 10 yards.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So now you see how there's levels to this whole route. So like, the user has to look at that circle route no matter what. Like, no matter what, if they're using the middle of the field, they're looking at the circle route and they're going with that, off rip. Or they're going with the triangle route that they see, thinking that you're gonna go there. But like that X route, like that tight end route, right? That tight end route, if you put him on a simple hitch or a simple curl, and they move, that nigga's gonna be wide open. So like, you're moving like this is just like it's a pro tip, but like all your routes are going to the left. So you would want to move to the left as well. But as you're moving to the left, you're going to see that the user's going to come towards that side as well. So let's say the left side is just, there's nothing open right there. Like, let's just say they bagged, there's nothing there. You still got that X route on that's right there waiting for you as a check down, just to be safe with. So like, it's good to have those routes where like, they don't really have to go too far, go too deep, but you know that, okay, at the end of the day, if I don't have anything, that route's going to be there.
So now,
I mean, the hitch, the drags work sometimes though. The drags work if like niggas are playing too far up, then you can just throw to the drag immediately. But sometimes the hitch works too. Like if someone runs cover 3 and they keep moving their yellows on the way to go cover a crossing route, that hitch will be there for them to be honest. Like they have to be honest with it. Yeah, it's like, think about it like basketball where like you can't play like a 2-3 zone because you got to be honest with the shooters on the team. Like you can't play 2-3 zone against the Warriors because you got to respect their shot. So they gotta stay home with the guys that they're guarding.
Okay, so yeah, like this is a concept called levels because everybody's on their own level. So regardless, yeah, this is one concept. I don't know the other ones what are really called, but I just know how to run them and keep them on my field to where I can stretch defenses as much as possible. Yeah, like them hoes in there, like I don't call them those.
Yeah,
I just know what they are.
Yeah, I be doing like, well, levels are probably the best. Everybody runs levels. Levels is probably the best with. Levels and like post route, like, yeah.
I don't go through these, right? I create them through high routes.
Yeah.
Like I don't go through this. I create them through high routes. So if I just know trips tight end the best because that's what I was fucking running. Like I'm gonna just go to X spot. I can't even fucking do it how I want to, but it's close enough. If I had high route match, I can show you, but it's whatever. I'm still gonna come out and cover 2. That shit.
See, I don't
agree with that.
I don't know about that. I don't agree with that because when you go to concepts, like I just said, like once you figure it out, like the concepts, like the thing about Madden plays aren't bad, but like you already know, like they're not. You still got to do a little bit something to it to make sure it works. Like I really wouldn't go with a concept because, like, for instance, like if you come out in like the stick concept, right? Like I don't know if you know. Yeah, like niggas, like for instance, when niggas like to no huddle, it's obviously about to be either inside zone or it's gonna be a stick route or it's gonna be vertical. So it's very predictable. But you can create these, like I said, you can easily create this shit once you figure out what the defense is in. And it's literally the easiest shit ever. You're gonna zoom through niggas. And then you also can't forget that you have the run game. Like they gotta be honest
Yeah.
with that too. Like
Yeah, don't get too past. Okay, I do that shit a lot. I mean, y'all don't like running the fucking ball. So, nigga, I fucking throw the ball
yeah,
40 fucking times before I run.
yeah.
But if I'm in the red zone, I'm gonna run the ball, nigga. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
stress my brain on trying
don't
to figure out how to
force
do this shit.
don't force your hand. Don't force your hand having to run. Like you don't I mean not having to pass. Like there's times where like you don't need to pass. Like if a nigga just is not guarding, like he has no run defense, like he's just out of position, abuse that nigga until he. So when I run the ball, I usually first play the game that I run the ball to see how he plays a run. So like, okay, so I run the ball in shotgun, right? Bet. And then I run stretch if I run again, and I just run stretch to the weak side, and I just find a hole to go upfield. Like it's running the ball is really not that hard. I mean, you can figure out ways to like motion niggas over and all that stuff, but really you just got to figure out like half the time niggas are in a they don't really know niggas don't really know run defense. Like niggas don't really know what to run like against the run. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give you. I don't know if you. I mean, I don't know when we're doing this. When we're doing this again.
What's
But
up?
hmm yeah, yeah. Like sometimes, sometimes it works. Like for instance, if like the defense, like this defense that Kobe's in right now, inside zone. Um, when I run inside zone, I'd probably test it. I'd probably run it once to see how he does. And if he does well against it, then I'd be like, okay, well maybe this isn't gonna work. He has a guy who has inside stuff who's gonna blow it up. Because inside stuff is gonna blow up any inside zone. But
But
if he has like three defensive linemen and he has two linebackers, and I'm like, okay, well this is a good shot. This is a good time to run on him because those three defensive linemen are gonna get eat up by three offensive linemen, leaving my two other offensive linemen to pick up the linebacker. So the numbers are easily going to be in my favor, and if I motion someone over, I can do something with that. But like that just keeps them honest continuously. Like like if someone, you just gotta know when to attack somebody's weakness. Even though they're in trying to be in a passing defense, they have three defensive linemen. If they don't have good defensive linemen to stop the run, you can continuously just run on them and see what happens.
a lot of the time, bro, a lot of the time when people, if they even do it, a lot of people are stubborn and they want to just have their pass defense out there and have three defensive linemen. And since they have one D line with inside stuff, they think that that's still going to warrant them having run defense. But to bypass that, bro, you like, okay, so look, people be having like three defensive linemen in, but since one of the defensive linemen has inside stuff, they think that they can still blow up runs, right? To stop that, nigga, all you literally have to do is double team that defensive lineman. Like it's literally not even that deep. Like you double team him, the inside stuff doesn't do anything. Like it's just gonna. I can still run the ball. Yeah, that's how to counter that shit. Like that's what.
Low key, low key. What I will say this: passing shit is like is passing is important, of course. But I'll say this: majority of the reasons why I win, and like most of the time, me and Kobe, you see us win most of our games or blow niggas out, is not because we be passing for 400 yards. It's because of the defense. The
Yeah.
defense is really the reason. Is really the reason why niggas really like winning this hoe. Like it. I wish I could show you. I want to show you the defense Because like
Yeah, that shit.
it's really just comes down to once you I'm telling you, once you get a good user, the defense is gonna be perfectly fine. Because then you can take away more than one route. Like it really comes down to that. Because passing is always gonna beat it.
Man, offense the easy part, man.
Yeah, like if you looked at the last playoffs that we had at HOH, my defense was the sole reason why I won, literally, because my offense was not good. Like when I played Kobe and I played Petros, my defense, Petros had a pick six, like my first drive, scored 7, and he was up 7 in the first quarter. I went on to win 28-14 or 35-14, something like that.
Yeah, 2 pick sixes.
But he had to lead 7-2. Yeah, exactly. And I think I had that against Mark too. I'm not too sure, but it's the defense that really does. And it's not the D line. The D line, like what you should do, like the reason why niggas talk about the D line, they think that's the reason why niggas defenses are crazy. It's not. It literally comes down to just making it easier for you to play defense and coverage. You want your defensive line to pressure the quarterback as soon as possible, so they have less time to throw. It's not about you getting a sack. The sack don't matter. That shit don't matter. You can get a sack, but you want the interception. You want the interception. Like, that's the main goal. I mean,
yeah, you really, bro.
Like this defense, that showing the defense real quick. I think you just did it.
Yeah.
This is kind of it, but it's in dollar.
Yeah, I'm in nickel, so I'm just doing what I got.
Yeah. You see how basically the whole outer shell, like nothing's open. I mean, nothing's basically open because that user, like Kobe's user, is gonna take away the first read.
I'm guarding
the first read.
Yeah.
The first read when you're using something, I always look at the tight end and the running back. So the running back, your job is like, if you know they like throwing to the running back, it's so simple. Put a hard flat or put a flat route, something out there. From that point on, they can't throw to that flat route. And if they come up middle of the field, I'm gonna bite on that, and it's gonna be an interception. If they come out and start doing crossing routes, one thing I do is I have my purple zones, like my curl flats play like at 5 yards to 0 yards. No, not even 10, at 5 yards. So they're coming down. And then I have my cloud flats and my hard flats going up to like 20 yards. So if they throw a flat, the curl flats are there. If they go up, they want to do like a crossing route, the cloud flat and the hard flats are going up all the way up to like 20 yards. So if they throw a crossing route, my job isn't to follow anything. It's for me to bite on something and then make them think I'm going a certain way, then come back the other way and go ahead and get an interception. It's very, very. It's better seen in person. Like I don't know if I play next week. I'll probably try to show you. But
I'm gonna stream my game while I play Vic. But this because Vic is somebody that knows how to play the game. But it's a different level when you play this whole for real. So like in the defense that I'm showing right now, there's no hook curls in it. There's not one. Like literally not one hook curl because this is all my responsibility. I'm running around. You gonna see it. All of this is my responsibility. I'm saying that I'm not gonna let you throw anything outside of the inside of these hash marks. Like you can throw anything else, it's gonna be picked. It's not gonna be open. I mean, I'm just running verticals on offense.
I'll tell you this though. The one thing that gets open is the quick streak. Like the quick
fucking God.
But that's not a good read.
It's not a good offense to have. Like if you throwing shit like that,
like if I have you having you to make those reads off rip, then I'm honestly in a good position because now you know my user's dangerous. So now you got to throw the whole immediately.
Yeah, bro. Man, like this is obviously there's holes to everything, but you just gotta know where them holes are and shit like that, cause that shit can get tricky though. Trying to anticipate, it gets crazy. Like when you trying to start anticipating where like the opportunities are in defenses, cause that's when shit gets fucked up bad.
Sometimes you can over-adjust. Sometimes there's such thing as over-adjusting.
Yes, there is, my lord.
Like right there. Sometimes you can over-adjust, and it's like, bro, you're not playing against a crazy guy. Like you just got to do some simple shit. You got any questions? Or
I mean, like I said, bro,
I would say. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, bro, I don't know what offense you have. Like, I don't know. But, like, having an offense that you know where you have. Because, I mean, the offense that I run, it's really two offenses that I run, two schemes that I run out of one offensive playbook. So I can go to certain shit at certain times if I see certain coverages. So that's how I know beaters in the game. So if I see some shit, I'm gonna try it. But I don't get too dependent on shit like that. I get dependent on how the game is being played because that's how you win games. You don't win games off of beaters. Like Andy, when we was playing, you was sitting in cover 3 the whole fucking game. I could have been throwing that damn beater play the whole fucking time, but that's not how you win games. And Andy, fam, I threw 2 touchdowns on cover 3, bro. When I threw the post to Ridley twice, and he was like, "How is he getting open?" You was in that hole a lot. I could have been throwing it. Andy, bro. The reason I know it's cover 3, and the reason you saying it's not, but I'm telling you that the cover 3 is not what the play you picked, is how the safeties are playing it. How the safety and the 2 corners are playing it. It's an outside third, a middle third, and an outside third on the other side. That's why I'm saying it's cover 3 because there's 3 high safeties. It may not say it, but that's what it is. So when I'm throwing this post route to Ridley, I can throw that the whole game and make you use it, but that's not how you play the game because it's like, nigga, that's not gonna fucking work all the time. I don't want you to get too dependent on shit like that. That's what I'm trying to say. You like to find a playbook to where you know,
That's what I
go to.
That's what I used to do. Like I would force the routes. I will force the routes that just like I don't. Like you just gotta like that's the thing I like about bunch tight end, like the shit I run, because I don't have to force anything deep. It's really just like, okay, what are you gonna give me this drive? Okay, you don't want to play the flat route? Alright, we're going to the flat. Oh, you don't want to guard the slant? Okay, I'm gonna wait for the slant to get open and then boom. Oh, you're guarding the slant and the flat? Okay, bet I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this post route to get open. And if that doesn't work, run the ball. Like it's literally just simple. Next thing, next one up, next one up, next one up.
I mean, because everybody, bro, like everybody, you have a scheme, you just don't know what it is. You run similar plays most throughout the whole game. Like everybody has a consistent, like some consistent plays they continuously run out of certain formations. So like when I'm playing defense and I'm like looking at how niggas playing, and I see a formation like spread HY slide, like I know what plays most likely gonna come out of this playbook because you ran it the first quarter, or you ran it in the second quarter. Like I'm like, okay, so I know what's gonna happen.
And to be honest, to be fair though, because like it is tough to understand all the plays. But like when you play Madden, like I like playing the game, so I play Ultimate Team and other stuff. Like when a nigga comes out and spread, I kind of have an idea of what's gonna happen.
There's not much I haven't seen on this hoe.
Because spread, like you just gotta think about like what can kill me in like this formation. Spread a crossing route, like I don't think you'd want to have four spread out receivers crossing in a crossing route. It's probably going to be one crossing route, maybe 2 crossing routes, and that's it. You got to pick and choose. Like it really just comes down to just understanding the route concepts. Like if I see one sole receiver on the side, and then like for instance, if I see a guy in bunch, right? Because I run bunch so much, I know how to stop it. Like if I see someone in bunch, I'm primarily going to have a lot of zones on that right side.
Oh shit, let me go back to
there's a lot of receivers here. And on the other side, I'm gonna use the other side. So like if you're coming over to crossover, I'm already there, waiting for you.
Hold on.
So like it's like baiting. Yeah. No, because the thing is, if you like for instance have routes going to the side where I'm using, I'm there. If you have routes staying in that area in that portion, there's zones right there ready to eat that, like to be there. Like it's really just like I said, that's why I like Madden a lot more than 2K. Like it's a chess game. Like yeah, the game be on bullshit sometimes, but to be fair, a lot of the times it's the players doing it to themselves. Like,
yeah, bro, don't believe that shit, bro. Anything E be saying in the chat, that shit cap, nigga.
Like for instance, I played somebody in the other league who legit ran the ball the entire game. Now,
bro.
do I think that he's better than me? No.
Fuck no.
Did I lose? Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but it's like, bro, I'm thinking like, okay, well, to be fair, I gave this nigga too many yards running the ball. I was
Yeah, if I stop the run, he gonna have to throw. Like,
if I stop him, yeah, literally. So that's like it literally just comes down to understanding what you're supposed to do in a situation. It's not the game. It's
like
2K, like 2K, that's different.
Nigga.
Like you already know, you don't know what you're gonna get. In Madden, you can at least say, like, yeah, like even when it comes out throw out of sacks and shit, throw out of sack is whack, but you can avoid it as well, bro. Throw the ball away. Like once you see that nigga like lighting up, that defensive lineman lighting up, that ball needs to be thrown away. You have to throw it away, right? And if you don't, it's like yeah.
Okay, when I'm on defense and I'm playing somebody. I mean, I can go through. It shows there's shit on offense that every play has, bro. Like it's offensive principles of the game. Football is designed to primarily spread out zones in every facet of every part of the field. So that's how I be knowing like route combinations and shit like that. Regardless of if you picking stock plays that have a playbook, because there's principles to Madden. There's principles to football. Every time there's a play in a shotgun, nigga, there's routes to go to the left, there's routes to go to the right. It's spread out throughout the field because there's no reason to have no route on a certain side because that's not occupying anything. So the idea of offense is to spread the zones out as much as possible. So when you come out in some random shit, like I'm just gonna pick a play and go onto defense and go into nickel. I'm just gonna pick cover 3 Scott press. I'm not even gonna run nothing. I'm just showing you like what my thought process is when I'm using in the middle of the field. Oh, so let me see. Fuck. All right, so this play that I'm showing right now on offense, I'm gonna show you what my thought process would be when covering this play. Like realistically, you should be able to see it right now.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah, say it.
Bro, this is off grid. Whenever I see somebody come out with 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends, I automatically go to hard flats because there's no way, there's no way you're gonna beat me over top in something deep with 2 tight ends, bro. Unless it's like
I promise you, bro.
But 2 tight ends are like we already know. This is common football. Tight ends are not supposed to beat you deep, and nobody's gonna put 2 tight ends on the. No one's gonna put 2 tight ends on the field to beat me deep. And if they're doing that, that's not smart. You have wide receivers. So I'm gonna put hard flats to play near the line of scrimmage because I think the ball is gonna be thrown close to the line of scrimmage because those aren't fast receivers. And if I was to play man or any type of zone, yeah, or it's a type of run play, exactly. So you see this type of play, bro. If somebody was to come out in this play and I play hard flats, I've already taken 2 routes already.
Yeah.
No, 3 because of the wheel route, the 2 drags. All 3 routes are already gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't throw it too quickly. I mean, they can still get the ball out. They throw it to like a pocket, but like they won't gain that many yards.
You're not gaining nothing. You get 3 yards? You can have that, bro. If you gonna come out here with literally, I ain't even trying to sound disrespectful. If you gonna come out here with 2 tight ends trying to beat me over top, nigga, you're fucking retarded. Nigga, all right, go ahead. That's how I play. I play the game like that because that doesn't make any sense. You're not challenging me vertically with 85 speed, 6'4", 250 receivers that are with a 3-point stance. That's not gonna do nothing. And there's no real plays in the game that like let that even happen where you get beat deep by a tight end and shit like that unless you're in cover 2 and they just know a beater. Like it's not really gonna happen. So like I said, I mean, bro, play action, bro. Who's really that fooling though? Like who's play action fooling? It's supposed to it's influencing the computer.
I mean, when I play the run though, my job when I play the run isn't to really get the tackle. It's
to make you run into my computer.
Contain that. That's what run D. Run D is basically not me trying to stop the run physically. That's just not gonna happen. You're gonna get blocked. Your job is to contain that. Like if it's stretch, I'm either gonna try to shoot that gap, and if I can't shoot that gap, I'm going around your defensive line, your offensive lineman, and hoping that my defense tackles and makes a play. But like back to this play, you could just go through it, Kobe.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna go through my thought process, and I'm just gonna show it through the player. I might not even snap it. So like, there's 2 drags. So off the rip, since I'm on the right side of the field, I'm using the right linebacker. I'm going to cover the 3 routes that are influencing me the most are these 2 tight ends and this running back out the backfield. So those are the first 2 that I'm watching. Right? So if I see Jason Witten going on a drag, I'm probably going to slide with this. But since I see that Darren Waller's attacking me vertical, I'm going to kind of stay behind until he makes a decision on where he's going to go with the ball. The running back, I'm not worried about the running back because I think that route takes so long to develop that it's not going to be enough time with my D-line attacking your offensive line that long. You're not going to have that much time to wait for him to develop. So you're going to get the ball out before that even happens. So I'm guarding these 2 routes. Then at the same time, I'm looking at Henry Ruggs. I see Ruggs is coming on a drag himself. So I have to be mindful that all these routes cross this one point at one time, at the same time pretty much, or close to the same time. So I can kind of like play all 3 of them at once. And mind you, I'm in hard flats. I'm in hard flats right now. I'm in cover 3, but I put the hard flats out there. So I'm not really worried. I only have to watch these for a certain amount of time. Not long. I don't really gotta watch these for that long. It's probably like 2 seconds. This is all in the span of 2 seconds. I'm watching these, yeah. I'm sitting on this curl at this point, since they done already went to their respective sides. I'm sitting on the curl. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure if you see me standing right here, you're not going to throw this curl, so I know that there's something coming behind this curl. Because I haven't allocated where the far left outside receiver is. I don't know where he is. And he's not on the streak, I can see. So I'm like, okay, so he must be coming across, because he's the next part of the read. He's the next read in this play. There's a progression of this play. There's a progression. The quarterback is looking from Ruggs to Witten, to Waller, to the dig. Most of the running backs low-key a decoy unless he just wide the fuck open. He's not a part of the progression.
Even if he decides to throw that hard flat's gone. Like, that hard flat took away that route off of it. Because
so you're not looking at that.
You have to wait for him to get past that hard flat to even throw it.
You don't even have, bro.
Even if you get it, you're not getting any yards. And don't even view it as a loss. Like, if he throws it to there, that's a win for the defense. Even if
you're throwing to the running back as your last resort, bro, look, bro, I won, bro. I don't care if you gain 20 yards, dog. Like, you're going to have to keep on doing that. You got to hope that your running back can make that many plays. Unless you got Christian McCaffrey, bro. Like, nah. Like, that's the only running back that really attacks niggas as a receiving back. So, like, yeah, that's the progression, bro.
At this point, the play. If the guy you're playing against runs his play, the drag route, he missed his chance on throwing that drag route, because once the straps get to the end of the route, they're guarded by the hard flat. That little like inside curl, like slant, that route is good because it makes the user stay there. But if I'm there, it's peak. It's basically peak. Now that in route that Aguilar is running is actually very, very good against cover 3. Now, but the only issue is it's going to take him some time to get there. Now, you can run the play, Kobe, and see what happens, but I think the defense will get to him before he can make a read.
Yeah, like I'm about to show. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if he throws that, you could get a throw out of sack, or he could just be under pressure throw.
Yeah,
that's what happens. That's why I say your D-line should make you throw that hole quicker. Like if he had an edge threat on the left,
that's a GG.
It's already peaked, because now that edge threat, if he gets animation and he's able to get to you, you have to throw that. You're rolling out right, or you're throwing that hole away. So it's a win.
Like I said, I just explained my whole the priorities that I'm guarding, and I'm about to run through it right now. Like I'm about to snap the ball and just run through it. 1, 2, stop, drop back to this. The dig didn't even get open in time before the shit was already bagged.
See, now look, you probably saw R1 get open. But
it's too late.
He got sacked.
It's too late. Like,
so by the time he throws, if he throws that ball, it's already like you go through the instant replay. You're gonna
I'm on instant replay right now.
Because a lot of people would then scream and say, "Throw out a sack, hold me." No. It did not hold you. You shouldn't even throw that. It was. This
is bro. Like, look. By the time you see him get it open, bro, look at his positioning. It's 3 days in the backfield, bro. The dig hasn't even. Bro, this is screaming throw out a sack. Like, I promise you, this is screaming that up. Like, if I press the button to get into his throwing motion as a throw out a sack, it's probably gonna end up either hitting the ground or going to this guy.
Yeah. And you probably have that in route. That in route, like I said, took too long to develop.
Like, look at this nigga. He hasn't even started developing.
Yeah. That in route, if he throws that in route, bro, that's literally a throw out of sack. You got 2 DBs waiting for it, literally.
He look. The end finally made his cut. You're getting tackled, bro. Like, it's over. Like, because that's the last part of the progression, bro. That's the last part of the progression. What's up?
That's without any abilities too on your D line, and I'm pretty sure everybody has D line abilities.
Yeah, Joey Bosa's been being blocked by Trent Brown. So his abilities are null and void because Trent Brown has edge protector. So he's not even a part of the problem. It's just this nigga Costanza or whoever this is on the left getting bull rushed by the defensive end like that. Because
he has that drag route got open, but it's not good enough because by the time he throws it, if you throw that drag route to Ruggs, he gets the ball out like near the 40. He's gonna get tackled by that corner, or you're gonna come down and tackle him. So he gets like 4 or 5 yards.
Like the points of when, since this is where your user comes in. Like when this drag route got open, this is when your user comes in though. Because if you watch his drag route, unless you're throwing this hole right here, nigga, most of the time you thought this hole was covered because it's quick like that. It's seconds. So you're looking at this hole like, nigga, I don't think it's over, so I'm just gonna look it off. I'm not gonna stare at this route. I gotta look at something else because I don't got time like that because these people are rushing me. Unless you throw this hole right here, bro, the rest of this time where this drag was open, like you could have threw. Why would you? It's no point where you can like really just throw this hole. Like unless he gets to the hash, like you can throw it probably right here maybe. But at that point, like Steve-O said, bro, you gonna get tackled by this corner. It's fine. You ain't gonna be able to throw that and get no real yards off it. Like that's why the user comes in to influence you or to influence the quarterback to not throw shit because I have the possibility of getting a turnover. Because I played that drag. I played it right here. I'm thinking that's enough time for you to be like, yeah, I don't want to throw this because that's what he's committed to. Because when I was playing this right now, I was thinking like, okay, so I know this curl is coming behind me because I can see he's dropping. So I'm gonna fake like I'm about to guard this drag for you to make a quick decision to be like, oh, he's about to go with the drag, and I'm gonna throw this curl. It's like, too bad I'm sitting right under this hole. If you throw that, I'm gonna pick it. And then, like I said, the dig. If you were to have, let's say I didn't rush anybody and you had enough time to do all this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play under this. I see that dig behind me. I'm gonna play under this little curl, and once it gets to this little zone, right? Once this dig gets to this zone right around here between the hash and the numbers, I'm running towards this. I'm gonna back off of this because the hook curl is gonna take my place. I'm buying time for this hook curl right here, this computer. I'm buying time for this computer right here.
That's a pick.
Yeah.
That's a pick. If you throw that, that's a pick.
I'm buying time for this computer right here to take my place. He's taking my place. Yeah. He's taking my place right here to guard this curl, and I'm running under this dig with Aguilar. I'm running under this to meet him halfway in between the numbers and the hash, and that's a pick if you throw that. That's like an interception. If I have a DB right there with Lurker or whatever if I got on in the HOH league, Justin Simmons, that's a pick. That's how I got half my interceptions. Because niggas don't know route concepts, bro. Like That's how I got picked.
Bro.
Like, niggas be wondering, like, damn, how the fuck Kobe got 10 picks in 5 games? Nigga, y'all throwing the ball right to me, nigga. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, that's how that shit go. If you know route concepts, if something's going one way, bro, another route from the other side is going the other way. That's a principle in every route. Every single route in Madden has that. Unless you running straight hitches.
You just gotta know. Like I said, it just comes down to knowing certain type of plays and knowing what will beat you. Like if you see trips, right? Like trips tight end. Those three routes are on the left. Those are deep passes.
I'm about to go to it.
Passes. Yeah, like you just look at those formations. Like you can just tell. Yeah, trips tight end. You just go through the plays. Go through those plays, or you saw those plays like they're deep plays. Those are deep shots.
Yeah, it's not a lot of short routes.
Yeah, like me on I ain't gonna lie, my defense off rip, I run big nickel. So
yeah.
I would run cover 3 unless the safety's on the strong side. Because what's his nigga name? Joe. The reason why Joe be killing niggas consistently with this play in trips tight end is because, like, remember how we said like that safety has to be on that side, and if you put a vertical there, it's gonna be a touchdown. Basically, niggas run cover 3 and that safety's on that side. So
and he just runs the streak.
He runs that streak and it's a touchdown off rip. But when I see trips tight end, I go to straight cover 2. I put the middle third, and then I put my curl flats at 20 yards, and then I user everything in the middle, and then everything in the middle. Because if it's going across the field, one of my DBs is gonna get it. If you throw something in the middle of the field over top, it's gonna be taken. Like there's nothing for you to really throw like that.
Yeah, like all these plays are like deep plays. One short play, but I run trips tight end religiously, bro. I've never used slot quick flat. Never. No fucking point. There's literally no point of doing that. So like Steve-O said, because I know what plays are I've seen most of the playbooks. I play the game enough to know, like, it's not a route concept that I haven't seen on this hoe. So I know what plays are coming out of what formation. So when Joe like runs trips tight end and he really got that shit from me. I'm lucky off that I fucking ran that shit. Now he's running it. It's kind of annoying. But the shit like that, I know what plays are in this hoe. So nigga, you're not finna do nothing crazy. I'm just gonna put my curl flats at 5 yards from my hard flats and cloud flats at 20. And we gonna play ball, bro. I'm not about to sit up here and play with you, nigga. Fuck out of here. This shit annoying.
Also, gotta be wary like how niggas run. Like trips tight end is niggas think that like an inside zone, like that's pretty predictable. Like an inside zone there in trips tight end because you have a lot of blockers on one side. Like it's a good formation to get a sneaky little run. And if someone's running like dollar on you, you can kill somebody with that play. Like you can kill somebody, but I mean, yeah, like for instance, trips tight end, it spreads out your defense. So I would assume that they're gonna beat me over top deep. Now, if you're in bunch, I can see you beating me deep, but also getting some really, really short. So I have to be honest. Like, and if you come out in like single back or I form, I will say this: if a nigga comes out in I form, you're gonna kind of run, but there's a lot of deep plays in I form.
Yeah,
that are very, 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 very sneaky.
Like let me see if I got this play. This is a play that Jones runs in I form.
Bro, it's
PA cross or some shit, some stupid shit like that. I hate this fucking shit. That shit's not live.
It's very, very simple to stop. Like it's
like dead ass. Like Jones knows how to play Madden. Don't get me fucking wrong, but I know what he's trying to get out of this play. Like he has hot route master, or he has 2 route apprentices, so he's putting them both on crosses out of a play action pass, which can stress out a defense for sure. Like that shit can be stressful as fuck. But like nigga, I know what it is, so I'm setting up for that. But I also have to allocate for the run. Like PAD cross. I'm just gonna run PAD cross. Like so, me personally, when I see I form or anything like that, any strong run set, I'm coming out in 4. I don't have 4-4 in this playbook that I picked for the Chargers or 4-6, but I'm coming out in 4-4. I have 4 D linemen, 4 linebackers, 3 DBs. Like nigga, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta show me you gonna throw out of this shit. Even then, like I said, it's a tight end, it's a fucking fullback.
There's multiple ways to stop the run. Like my run defense is different from Kobe's run defense. But you should have a play where you know if a nigga wants to run the entire game, okay, you're gonna have to deal with this the entire game, and you're gonna have to like you're just not gonna be able to just run on me like that. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, so like when I like for another example, like when I played Jeff, every time I play Jeff, we've seen Jeff in this league. Like we know what Jeff do. Jeff gonna run the fucking ball, bro. Like we know what Jeff does. He's gonna run the ball the whole game with Saquon. So I'm coming out of this hole with 4 D linemen, 4 linebackers. This is my ideology. I'm coming out of this hole 4 D linemen, 4 linebackers. If you gonna run quick slants, bro, run quick slants. Like you can have that. I don't give a fuck. You're not finna scare me running quick slants, bro. My responsibility is Saquon because nigga, you run the ball the whole game. You run the ball the whole game. Regardless of who the quarterback is, you run the ball. Yeah, like, and if he does throw the ball, it's a streak or a slant. You haven't shown me that you can throw the ball consistently and make reads consistently over time to make me respect you throwing the ball. Even now, bro.
That's the scary thing about run D though, like because when you commit to stopping the run, like,
you are vulnerable.
It's harder when you know somebody runs this or like for instance, when Jones beat me the first year when we played this I didn't commit to stopping the run. Like I legit was
letting that nigga run
it too much. So he ran crazy on me and he beat me. But like, so I had to figure out what am I gonna do to stop the run. In my own setting, what I do, I run 3-3-5, and I'll shift my D line to the strong side, and then shift my linebackers to the weak side, and then bring my safety down to the strong side and blitz it. So now it's basically like even numbers on each side. So if you run up the middle, I'm gonna be there to stop it. If you run to the right, you still got people who can stop it. And we have speed on there, and we also have block shedding on there. So it's a whole lot of like knowing. It's a whole lot of like, okay, I still got niggas who can still guard the pass and then still play the run.
What you? I mean, bro.
It's gonna take I ain't gonna lie to you. You're not gonna come out and be like crazy day one. Like you just gotta like. I mean, HOH. I think low key niggas players have gotten better because even when I use Hurts now, I don't really feel like that nigga's that crazy anymore. Like. But like niggas DBs have gotten better. Like players have gotten better, of course. But like the thing about HOH, like you just gotta figure out what your offense is and what your scheme is.
Like honestly, I'm about to. I ain't gonna lie, Eddie. I got your YouTube up right now. You got some streams saved on here. Nigga, we can run through one of these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna cap, nigga. But we don't, like I said, like Steve just said, we don't have your scheme. We don't have a scheme we don't know a scheme that you run. It's like, for the most part, I think you just run like random plays throughout a playbook that you've been running for a minute. Shit like that.
Like, what do you want, like, your team? Like, kinda, like, what's your, like, for instance, my scheme for my team, like, well, I'll say defensive scheme. My defensive scheme is to make you pass off rip. I want to make you pass. I don't want you running the ball. I want you to pass. Because if you're passing, you're not going to be able to. That's what I want you to do. I want you to pass. So when I built my team to where, okay, my D line is solid, and my DBs don't have to be crazy, but they have to be good and quick. You know what I'm saying? So like when I run my defense is gonna have my edge threat, inside stuff, edge threat, Neil Hunter, Fletcher Cox, Myles Garrett, and then boom, I'll have my DBs of playing the pass perfectly. So my defensive scheme is to make you pass. My offensive scheme is basically it's basically like throwing air raid, throw that hoe out. Like I'm throwing the ball consistently. But I'm trying to dot up your coverage and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, my offense.
Because of my quarterback.
See, and that's why you. I mean, like I mean, everybody has a scheme. They just don't explain it.
Yeah.
That's why you be like on offense, you be kind of confused because my scheme, like similar to Steve-O, my scheme is sort of like that, but it's not necessarily because I come out in a formation where it's predominantly run based. Like I'm in a run formation with 2 running backs though and 2 receivers. So I'm what I'm trying to do is my scheme is predicated off of okay, you're in a run defense. But I have receivers out here with 95 plus speed. Like you gotta respect that. So I gotta make you respect that and stress you out to that point where I'm doing that. But I run 2 schemes out of one offensive play. But I run 2. I don't run just one. So I run strong close when I run.
Me and Kobe's offense is different. So like you talk about schemes and how you explain like everybody's scheme. Like it sounds crazy and hard to like, but it's very very simple to explain. Kobe is gonna try to beat you over. He's gonna try to bomb you, basically.
Oh, sure, yeah.
He's gonna one play TD. You're like, bro, what the fuck? Me, I can't do that because like I have hurts. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slice. My job is like this is why I'm one tight end. I'm gonna slice up your defense as I go up the field. Like I'm gonna go up the field and slice your defense up with Jalen Hurts. So it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be like a 50-yard pass or a 40-yard pass. I like a 15-yard pass and then go by there, just continue.
Yeah, bro. Because it's just based off of personnel when we say scheme. Because my quarterback is Justin Herbert. I have 97 throw power with bazooka, X factor with fast receivers. So I can do shit like that a lot of the time throughout the game. That gets me quick. I get up on people. I get a lot of scores on people. So I'm up by like 2 or 3 scores. So then I can just start like playing conservative and just throwing little quick shit like that. Since Steve-O doesn't have a quarterback with a strong throw power, now he has to not dink and dunk, but he has to be smart with his throws because he has to pick his spots when he wants to throw deep. Like that's why throw power is so important. Shit like that. So when we say like, what's your scheme? Like you have a scheme that you run because it's plays that you go to. I just don't think it's effective to be consistently winning in Madden. Like to consistently win in Madden and know why you win in Madden.
Yeah.
So that's what we mean by that. But like I said, me personally, Steve-O runs 1. I personally run 2. I just come out in like 2. I have 2 formations. I'm bursting enough to shuffle through the plays the entire way through and find the shit that I need to find the shit considering what the defense is running and shit like that. It's all about running a scheme, bro.
I said this.
See, yeah, and that's the thing. What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah. See, like this is what honestly what I'm trying to do out of this with you is to get you through another step into HOH. Cause there's levels to HOH. Like we all know this shit. It ain't no fucking secret. There's levels to HOH. The same niggas consistently win games. Like there's levels to this motherfucker. Like typically, bro, if I'm playing in the league and I'm not in the division with Steve-O or I'm not in his conference, like if I'm in the whole other conference, more than likely, bro. Bar, I'm gonna make the fucking playoffs unless I go on AP. Like that's what's gonna happen. So it's like it's an echelon in this hole. It's like 2 or 3 people in HOH that like okay, pretty much they could win the Super Bowl, shit like that. I think the last fucking 4 or 5 Super Bowls been the same 3 niggas.
Bro, that shit.
It's been me, Steve-O, and DA. It's the same 3 phone niggas. Like it's been the same 3 niggas. So like when we devised the whole divisions thing, and you were put into the division with all the niggas that like really don't win a lot, so they wanted y'all to have something, or y'all wanted something like where y'all can compete and shit like that to get a playoff spot and shit like that, whatever. What I'm trying to do is get you out of that fucking division, nigga, or at least be respectable in your division. Because now that Richie's not in it, it's looking like the nigga OP finna just run y'all division. Like,
bro, OP's not naive.
He's not, but like I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. But you've been accustomed to playing Richie, Chris, and fucking Chip, who quit all the fucking time. So it's like, bro, when you play somebody that's not finna quit through y'all game, like OP in the other league that we're in, OP's in my division. And my division is the hardest division in that league. Like all 4 of us made the playoffs last year. Like so, he'd be like 8-9, 8-7, like or 8-8. Like he's good in that. He wins games. So compared to the level, like he almost beat me. He ain't beat me, but he's been close for sure. So like he's not supposed to really be. If we had started shit over, he wouldn't be in that division, but he is. So now you gotta set your game up to be able to compete with that division. So, because the leader of the division right now, I don't know what the records are, but I'm pretty sure he's in the league because he has division wins. Like, yeah, so bro, like that's why I say like you gotta find a scheme, because once you become comfortable with a playbook, bro, the game is easy. You know, like I don't even be tripping on when I lose Madden, bro, like because I know why I lose. I know why I lose. Like I know certain plays that are important and why I don't win. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, bro. What I did, nigga, I looked this shit. I ain't on cap, nigga. I looked this shit on fucking YouTube, nigga. Give a fuck. I looked on YouTube. I was like, okay, so this is what this is. That's live. That's smart. And I just picked up so many tips and tricks on how to play Madden. So I'm like, okay, bet. This is how niggas, like competitive niggas, play Madden. Like. If I had to like gauge the league, I'd say me, Steve-O, and DA are like we're the closest thing in the league to competitive Madden players. Like that you gonna play on a like if you go to a Madden tournament and shit like that. We play the game like we use competitive playbooks like niggas that play this whole for bread, like big bread, like $500,000 and shit like that. And then it would be like the other level would be like Steve, Cam, Jones, shit like that, and then under that is fucking you, Richie, Chip, and fucking Chris, and you in that level, but you play the game more than they do, and they don't care about losing. They'll quit the game and shit like that. So that's why you need to get out of that level, nigga. Like you play the game more than they do. Like they be quitting and shit. Like it's like what the fuck? They just quit because they don't take the game serious enough to like to the point where they just complaining the whole time. Like nigga, the game's not.
This is that shit hurt. Especially like it's like it's it's like control.
But that's the thing, bro. You can't control that shit, bro. You just gotta know how to control it. You have to know how to control this shit. Man, look, man. Yeah, but yeah, man. I'd say, bro, from my honest tip, bro, because I think that's what Joe did. Is Joe, because Joe wasn't, nigga, Joe has never been good at Madden, or like to the point where he's like literally challenging me in games. Because Joe looked something up on YouTube and that's what had Joe threw all them yards that one season, because he looked the shit up on YouTube. He was doing the shit against the computer. Like, nigga, all you gotta do, bro, is just go to a fucking. Let's assess your team. You have speed receivers. You got an X Factor receiver, a rookie that you just got. You got Henry Ruggs, who's very fast, and a couple strong pieces, and a pretty competent quarterback. Your team, yeah, their team's not bad. It's just based off of, bro. Yeah, nah, you don't need to trade anything. It's just what you gotta do is find a scheme, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know the basics now. You know the basics. We went over the basics and the principles of coverage, how to user, etc., etc. You know that shit. Now it's time to take those principles and put it into a scheme on the game, because that's what wins games, bro. Ain't nobody if you think about it, the niggas that be winning in this league, ain't nobody just randomly picking plays, bro. Nobody. When I say randomly, I don't mean like, I mean like when I pick plays, bro, I don't run coach suggestions. I don't go through concept. I go through the playbook and pick a play. Like, that's what I mean. And that's, I don't know why niggas do that, because that's still possible. Nah, bro, like, nigga, all you gotta do, like, I done seen it. I done seen this before, bro. All you gotta do is find a scheme, bro. Like, a playbook that's good. Like, it has a bunch of plays in it that you can rely on and become proficient in those enough to where you can make reads through them without having to just rely on a beater play and shit like that. Once you get to shit like that, bro, Madden's Madden. This game's the fucking same throughout, bro. Me and Steve are running pretty much the same fucking shit, like, or he can easily run the shit that I run. Like, it's not that deep. But yeah, I know your team's good. I seen your team. Like, you made trades. Like, you got the niggas that you need. You drafted well and all that shit. It's just, nigga, you gotta produce on the field now, nigga. That shit don't work no more in Madden, bro. Corner strike don't work. Yeah, like in Madden, when I play like Madden 15 or Madden 16 and shit like that whole worked all the time. But the game, like the developers of Madden, like they took into the consideration that people were just running that play all the time throughout the whole game. and they made it shitty pretty much. So like that play's not good. Like it's just not good. Like, don't run that. Nah, that play's not good, bro. Unless somebody's in cover two, that play sucks. The routes take too long to develop. You gonna get sacked by the time you fucking get a chance to throw the little the run in, run up, run out shit. That route, you're not even gonna be like you're not gonna be able to do that. So you know what I'm saying? Try to stay away from shit like that, especially because it's only, if I'm not mistaken, corner strike is like those two little corner routes on both sides and two flats. Like it's not really anything attacking the middle. You can't really throw anything else. So like if those two things aren't open, you're in trouble. You don't have like a check down really. So yeah, bro, just gotta fuck, man. But yeah, bro. Who do you play this week? Oh shit. Okay. Jay Will's not that good, I ain't gonna lie. But Jay Will knows the principles of Madden, but Jay Will doesn't know the ins and outs of Madden, so Jay Will's beatable. Like you can beat Jay Will. Not fucking impossible. So I don't know what needs to be done with you. If you get comfortable running the scheme, bro, I'll tell you, Andy, bro, the game becomes a whole new thing, bro. The shit's on YouTube, bro. The shit is literally there, bro. I know niggas don't even want to look at that shit, but bro, the shit is fucking there, dog. The shit's there. Like it's not rocket science, bro. The shit is right there, dog. So that's all I'm saying. Like, nigga, come on, man. The shit's there. This nigga, hold on, bro. Now I gotta do admin shit. Come on, fool. Hold on. This nigga fucking re-signed Devin Bush to a $175 million contract. Jesus Christ. Shit. Yeah. Oh my god.
Now I'm back.
What? I don't know what happened in NXT though. I got spooked. I said, what the fuck?
Someone brought into my room. That was it.
That was real. You know, bro, Andy finna play an online game. I told him he should probably find a scheme, but we'll see what that do. He played Jay Will this week, so I don't know. Jay Will's beatable. Like,
It's gonna take some time to get used to it, but I'm probably gonna get on soon. But I mean, we recorded it, so we'll probably do this later on again sometime this weekend when the niggas are free.
well, I think what we probably should do is you stream your game against Jay Will and just play regular. Don't try to change anything up. Just use the shit that we tried to go over today, and we'll just go over the shit to whenever the game's done or whenever we get time to. We'll go back to the stream and watch it. But yeah, I'm